What's up, everybody? Mr. Ed George here, also known as Jake. Today we're doing something a little bit different than the last episode. I know I started off the channel with some farming sim, but racing is actually the main thing I do in video games. And here we're in iRacing. Literally just got the game. I put like an hour into it before making this video. So you'll see I'm not the best. But I've still got the racing line on. Still got like all the aids. Haven't figured out settings, so it'll get better as I put more videos out. But yeah, today we're just throwing ourselves in a race, seeing what happens. Right now we're in qualifying, and I'm sorry that like the video is in square format. I didn't realize it would look like that. I thought it would just be the normal rectangle, but I figured out how to switch that, so for the next videos that'll be fine. I also found out how to increase the quality, so the next videos will also look better. Lots of improvements to be made here, but just wanted to get a video out. Just got the game, just did my first race, wanted to show off what that looks like. If anyone else is interested in getting into iRacing or something, it was on crazy deal like Black Friday, and also like a new user deal, so I got it for like $25 for the year. So it was like, may as well just to have it, just do the free Mazda Cup, and that's what we're doing right here. We're in the Mazda MX-5, doing the MX-5 Cup, and this is pretty much the end of the lap now. But it seems no one else really qualified. Like I think 3 other people did, and they all did really bad. So I actually ended up on pole. So there's the end of the lap there, and yeah. So I'd say I was a teeny bit nervous, just being on pole for my first race, but honestly, that's the best, because into turn 1, I've got no one to worry about smashing into. Just got to be worried about being smashed into. So I'll be quiet here for the race start, and you guys can just see what happened.
Everyone's gridded. Green flag, green flag.
I have no clue how, but this guy got an amazing launch off the start. I've only done 3 races as of the time I'm recording this, or voicing it over, so I'm still not like super experienced, but I have yet to see another person launch like that. So that was a really good launch from him. Just trying to keep up with him now, try and pass him back. I did better than him in qualifying, and then you can see here, off he goes. And if you look in the rear mirror, off everyone behind me goes. So I'm basically the only person, in my view, on the track at this point. So I basically got the win in the bag here. I qualified the fastest, so I should have this. I mean, I kind of half expected this, because it's my first race. I've played other games like this, so I'm not like new to racing. I definitely have like a little bit of skill coming into it. And my first race should also be against like all new people, so I knew I'd do decent, but I didn't expect this. But with no one behind me at all, and it's only like a 12-lap race or something, so there's not much time for the people behind to catch up. So it's all about just being mistake-free. I can lose time here and there, but just not a whole lot, and just try and get the win. Okay, so cutting ahead a little bit here, lap or 2. I did not stay mistake-free. No major mistakes, nothing like going off track a lot or anything like that. Just, dabbling the wheels in the grass and stuff, sliding out a little bit. And as you can see in the mirror, someone was able to catch up to us. And I don't believe it was someone who qualified before, so didn't know what their pace was like. They're probably really quick. But I knew I had a race now, so a little bit of pressure being applied here. Definitely trying to run away from him now that I can see him. I can kind of watch him in my mirror and see what lines he's taking. It's definitely great to see, because I don't think the lines that the game gives you are the fastest. And like I said, I'm going to take them off. And in fact, now that I'm recording this after the fact, I actually have already, and I've done races. See, a guy must have crashed or something earlier coming out of the pits there. But me and the guy behind are unaffected by it. So now it's really just putting the power down, braking late, and being mistake-free, because this guy is fast, and you can see under the brakes there he gains a lot of time. So I've definitely got to figure out where I'm braking a little bit more and, you know, just refining some things. And again, I'd only done like 20 laps in here. I'd practiced for like 45 minutes before this race, and that's in game total. It was in this car only and on this track only. First time ever playing the game, so I feel like I did pretty good for that little bit of experience, but I definitely do have a guy behind me now. I know that may have not have looked that bad, but coming from a person who's not used to the car and how it reacts and stuff, that was a huge slide for me. Could have easily lost that one, so that was definitely a like wake up moment. Go fast, because I just started to pull away from him a little bit, and I know it's like go fast, keep going faster. He's catching up, but at the end of the day, I can take second here and be perfectly fine. So that was kind of like a wake-up moment, like, hey, let's not make so many mistakes. Let's not push it that hard. You can play with how like late you can brake and stuff, but not that much. So that was a lot scarier than it looked. Yeah. So we did gain a little bit of time on him, though. That mistake didn't hold us up that much. So we're pulling away again, looking good. And just like that, those are the little mistakes that I've been making lap after lap. That's been let him catch up to me, and why he's sticking with me now. As you can see, I went a little bit wide in that corner back there. Definitely slowed me down that whole run up the straight. And the thing about these cars, they're not very fast, so it's all about just carrying momentum. And when you don't, the guy behind you is catching onto that whole super, super long straight. So like you can see here, he's in the draft. Drafting really helps out, I found out. When you're behind someone, you get a lot of extra speed. You can see, again, he's just better on the brakes than me in there. Still figuring that out. I still want to push it that hard and go wide in turn one, make a mistake. Because, like, as far as I can see here, no one else is in my rear view mirror but him. So I've got space to, you know, if I go into second, it's not that big of an issue. Because I'm not going to get pushed down to third as far as I can tell. So, kind of, if I could stick with him, that would be nice. But then you can see right here is when it happens. I brake a little bit late into that one. And these cars, for some reason, when you're braking into the corner, they like to just oversteer like crazy. And that's what happened right there. And then a little bit of an unsafe rejoin. Not completely happy with that. Didn't mean to do that. Forget that the wheel's all the way cranked over in these cars. I'm used to like GT racing where only like half my steering angle is used. So I didn't realize, but I was still turning to the right. I thought I had my wheel straight. So almost went into that guy. Thankfully, he was pretty heads up and saw that. You can see me shaking my head there. That was a big mistake. I just went from first, like I said, with no one behind, like in third. So first or second, like guaranteed. And now I've made it, I think, fifth at this point. So yeah, not the best. So now that I'm actually behind someone, my whole goal is to kind of just study. And honestly, that's what this whole race is about. My first one, just learning and seeing what happens, what's different. But on that straight, I almost got into, or actually I think I may have been in fifth gear, which I hadn't hit yet, I don't think. So that just shows how much the slipstream really helps. And then I also caught up to him on the braking a little bit and saw him go over the grass on the inside. So definitely just watching the driver head, seeing where he makes mistakes. Hopefully, like, he's consistent and I can use it to my advantage. Maybe make a pass on him. Now I'm just looking to get back up to hopefully a podium if I can. So you can see somebody goes off there. I slowed down a little bit, let off. So it cost me a little bit of time to get in front, but not bad. But yeah, definitely a good redrawing from him. I wouldn't say it was bad from the car behind at all. Yeah, that's another place. I think we're up to 4th. Yeah, we're up to 4th at this point. So starting to make our way back up there. Here's 3rd actually in front of us, and then 2nd, and then obviously the guy that we were battling with is long gone. We spent a lot of time off track and stuff. Yeah, you'll definitely be able to see probably on this straight. I'm already into 4th, and I'm just slipstreaming like crazy. You can see how much I'm gaining up to him. And so this is like my first time actually behind somebody in this game. So I'm just learning what it's like. I go a little bit inside there in case he brakes way early, because again, this is like very beginners in this race, so I don't know if someone's going to brake way early, and then I don't want to go into the back of them. So just being extra cautious now. The race I know is close to done, and I'm kind of far back here, so maybe a place to gain here, but I'm not going to push anything. That's not that necessary, because it is ranked. It does matter, but I mean, at this point, I think just finishing, you get rewards at this point. So just trying to finish the race, and you can see I almost made the same mistake. Started oversteer on me there, but I learned from my mistake, and I just kind of let off the brakes and went straight, went a little deep, and I lost some time. You can see he's quite a bit ahead of me now, but definitely better than spinning out, which I almost just did again. So again, it's all just learning in this race, but yeah.
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.4 seconds.
I skipped about a half a lap there, but now you can see he's caught up to the guy in front of him. So now I'm thinking maybe that guy's a little bit slow in that yellow car, so maybe we'll both be able to jump him before the end of the race. And then someone off there, that's a lap person though. I don't think that contributed to our position, but now I'm hoping I'm catching up to the white car in front. Hopefully I can stick right behind him. Maybe we can both go by the yellow car. Seems to be a little bit slower. But yeah, we're down to, I think, just a couple laps to go here. So it's coming down to the end. Looking like this might be where we're at, but hopefully mistakes or something at the end. Tires are getting worn. Definitely can feel tires in this game, that's for sure. When they're cold mode, they are way different, and then they get worn out not too bad until the end of the race, and then you can really feel it. So yeah, definitely just all around learning, getting used to the game. And I promise the next races will be better too, because we'll get racing line knocked off here. And at this point, I've only done like an hour, maybe an hour and a half of driving on this track at this point, like what you're seeing here. But I already kind of know where I'm braking and everything. I've got it pretty memorized. The racing line is just kind of there to help when I'm battling someone or whatever. So I'll get that taken off. I figure out how to get the mirror on top of the screen off so my actual mirrors work. And I got the video, like I said, in the landscape mode, so it actually fits the YouTube, not the square. And then up the bit rate. So it is a higher quality too. So definitely things to look forward in the next video. I've actually got a couple races I did, 3 races, that I'm going to try and fit into one video, because nothing really happened in the one, couple battles in the second, and then really good race in the third that ended up, I'm not going to spoil it yet, but you guys will have to see. Lots of battles in that one though, so it should be good content. This one's a little bit more dry, just because it's the first race. I wanted to kind of show more like the raw race, not all just action. We're actually coming up to the white flag here. I still skipped like 2 laps here, but I mean, I showed mostly all of it. So if you are someone new to iRacing, definitely recommend it. I mean, I've only got like a couple hours into the game, like 3 or 4 at this point. I'm recording this, so I'm still very new to it, but I've done ACC, and I definitely like this quite a bit more, especially for VR. Just VR looks better. I think VR would look better in ACC if I had a better computer, but on this game, the lower end computer can definitely run better graphics, so that's nice. And when I say low end, my computer's not that low end. I've got a 4070 Super, and paired that with old Intel 9700K. So my processor is what's slowing me down here. I have a good graphics card, and I've also only got 16 gigabytes of RAM, so it's slowing me down here a little bit. I could be running higher graphics, so looking to upgrade it in the future, but that's just going to be a thing for later. Also, I'm running a Logitech G920 for the wheel. Had this thing for years. They're great. If you want to get into this sort of stuff, I definitely recommend it. And Oculus Quest 3 is what I'm running for the VR headset. So just so you know my setup, and if you want to get into it, I'll try and link stuff down below. I'll also link my main channel where I actually do lots of racing and stuff. Or not really racing, but I want to get into that. Hopefully I get it on the channel. But that's the end of the race here anyways. Like I was saying, and I've got some motorcycling videos, some dirt biking videos, and other stuff on my main channel, so I'll link that. And yeah, that's the end of the race here. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking through the whole way. Hopefully my commentary just gets better over time. You know, it's I'm new to this YouTube stuff, kind of, and I mean, I'm not new to it, but I'm new to this style and new to iRacing and just video game YouTube. So hopefully I'll get better at it. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Whether it be Farming Sim or this game, I don't know, but have a good one, you guys.